Okay, Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutation you, Akemahe, as we're pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. We're approaching a time where the Lord is going to allow these nations, pursuant to Jeremiah 50 and 9, to come up against America. And China is a part of that assembly of great nations. And you see the rumors of wars and the tension going on between Russia, the United States, Ukraine, China, the United States over Taiwan, and the situation is only getting worse and worse and worse. Right now is an economic war with the BRICS, and China's a part of the BRICS nations, and what the BRICS nations are doing, they are coming up against the US dollar. And that's a no-no, because they'll take you to war. They'll bring war and devastation against you just to keep that economic hegemony that they enjoyed since the Bretton Woods meetings, giving the United States government the world's reserve currency status. If you want to make trade, you gotta use American currency, but that's being challenged now by BRICS, and that's why you have all these proxy wars taking place, gathering natural resources. See, the whole war in Ukraine, that's to weaken Russia and take over the resources that they don't want Russia to have. The grain, the metals that they have, etc., etc. They want control over that. And by all the wars and the rumors of wars and all the threatening this and threatening that, the Lord's going to actually allow these different nations to come up against America and burn this bitch with fire. And it's biblical. It's prophecy. It's in the scriptures. This is Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. What's able to make a person or any element stubble? Well, I'll play the video again, just in case you ain't convinced that these instruments of death can make anything stubble. So here's the China nukes US simulation again. This is very much on the table, happening as we speak. These nations are giving up in thermonuclear war. And all these nations, they hate America. You see the multiple warheads within this ICBM nuclear missile? Total destruction. Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And that day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, there shall neither leave them neither root nor branch. Total destruction. Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 14. I'm not going to make this lesson too long. I just want to get to the point. The great day of the Lord Yahweh is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. What's the great day of the Lord? Thermonuclear destruction, where Russia and its allies, which consist of China, Iran, North Korea, South Africa, Ethiopia, Libya, Pakistan, India. From what it looks like now, France is turning their back on America, so was Germany. Because deep down, they know that the American government blew up the Nord Stream pipeline, which was both belonged to Russia and Germany, which was an act of war on one of your allies. Great Britain is going to turn their back on America. So that's going to make this earth rock to and fro like a drunkard. Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 14, the great day of the Lord is near, it is near, and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness. Did not the Most High created the waster to destroy? Isaiah 54, verse 16 and 17. The Lord created the waster to destroy, and here it's saying that day is a day, Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 15, that day is a day of wrath, the Lord's wrath upon the heathen, and upon 2/3 you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans. It says, that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord Yahweh. And their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. That's why it says in Jeremiah 25, verse 33, the earth shall, the slain of the Lord shall be many. The slain of the Lord shall be, the slain of the Lord shall be at one end of the earth, even to the next. Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 33. Isaiah 66, verse 15. So the day of the Lord is going to be total destruction and wasteness. It is not going to be a pretty sight. It says, and I will bring, this is back in Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 17, and I will bring distress upon men, and they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord Yahweh, and their blood shall be poured out as the dust, and their flesh as dung. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. See, Esau started with the international bankers, starting with the Rothschilds on down. They silver and gold, your silver and gold, and all your precious art and all your rubies and all your research that you have is not going to save you, because you're going to be snatched up, thrown headfirst into a pit, chains slapped on you, and then you're going to become the first fruits of slaves. Pursuant to Ezekiel 39, verse 14 on down. You understand? Your time is coming, devil. It says, neither shall their silver nor their gold be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. And you've seen the fire of the Lord's jealousy, them thermonuclear missiles. And you've seen the China nukes, U.S. simulation. Imagine all these different nations, that assembly of great nations, shooting missiles off in America. It's going to be a lake of fire. It says, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. That speedy riddance is going to come by the way of 1 hour, when Yahweh shall crack them skies at the very same time the nuclear missiles are being shot off. Of course, the elites, they're going to escape. The elites are definitely going to escape the judgment, only to be rounded up and thrown headfirst into a pit. This is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 19. The earth is utterly broken down, and we see the instrument that can utterly break the earth down. It says, the earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. Talk about the empire of America, the land of Israel. The land of Israel is going to be built back up due to first fruits of slaves, but America is never going to rise again. It says, And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high. Who's the host of the high ones? Started with the Rothschilds, the international bankers, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Oppenheimers, the Gettys, so forth and so on. They are the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings that have sold out to them. Because they're the true kings of the earth, the Rothschilds, but they got their puppet rulers. It says, and it shall come back in Isaiah 24, verse 21, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited. After many days, meaning when New Jerusalem come down from out of them ships, the 1/3, the governing body, come down with spiritual power and change angelic-like bodies, we're gonna beat the shit out y'all. And we're gonna victimize y'all. You understand? We're gonna do your real vicious, slap chains on y'all and put y'all to work. That's what's gonna happen. So Lamentations 4 and 21, Esau, enjoy it. Enjoy the time you have left. Because you ain't got long. Sure, you're going to put up a fight, Revelation 12 and 12. But guess what? You're only going to destroy those who the Lord allow you to destroy. And then you're going to taste. You're going to get a taste of what it be, what's to be like to be in slavery. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to have fun, too. We're going to have us some fun in the kingdom. Putting boots to asses. So have a good time. Lamentations 4 and 21. Have a good time. Because your time is coming, bitch. Your time is coming. Shalom.